Hi, my name is Tom. I am the founder of Strength Restored, which is an anti-bullying initiative here in the UK. Often we get messages through social media and stuff asking advice on certain situations, and one of the recent ones was what to do if they've seen someone who's being bullied but they don't know that person too well, and so what should they do? And I've sent that person a detailed letter back explaining what they should do. But what I'd like to do is take that person's question and give you some pointers on what you could do if you're in a very similar situation. My first piece of advice is to talk to an adult. Whether it's a teacher at the school, if it's at the school where you see this bullying going on, or your parent, or if you go to a youth group of some sort, talk to one of the leaders there. But just talk to somebody, because they will have some idea of what they can do to help that person, even if they don't know that person themselves. But also, they can support you, because witnessing bullying can be hard, as being bullied can be hard as well, obviously. And we want to keep you safe in whatever, and they will be able to support you in whatever decisions you make on how to support that person as well. So, as I say, it could be a youth worker, could be a teacher, could be your parent, could just be an adult you know. Maybe it's an older young person that you know that you talk to. Just talk to someone with more experience and perhaps more responsibility about what you have witnessed, because they will have systems in place to help. If you can, talk to the person that you've seen being bullied in private. If you don't want to do it publicly, that is absolutely fine. We understand that there are reasons and there are fears about stepping forward in that way. So just see if you can find a moment where you can say, "Are you okay?" to someone, or something like that. You don't necessarily have to make friends with them. You can be friendly without being friends, and you might not have space or time in your life for another friend, and that is absolutely fine. But that person is in need of someone to say, "Actually, you're doing okay. We've seen what you're going through." So just telling them, just having a word with them in private, can make the world a difference. Another option is to send them a note. It's fairly old school, I know, but post-it notes or sheet of paper from an exercise book, just note something down that you want to tell them. It doesn't have to be detailed in this particular one, but just reach out in that way. If you have lockers at school where you can post notes through, do it that way. Just reach out in some written form. Can make, again, the world a difference. Reach out over social media. There are millions of ways nowadays to reach out online to people, and again, you don't have to befriend them on Facebook or like them on Twitter or whatever. You don't have to make that connection if you don't want to, but you can still reach out. And if you don't want people, like your friends or things, you be using the same computer or whatever, knowing that you've done that for whatever reason, because there can be lots of reasons for you not wanting to be seen to that, and we're not condemning any of those reasons. Do it in a social media platform where only you have access. Ideally, you don't want to be having anyone have access to your social media accounts anyway. We'll come on to that in another video in a few weeks. But just reach out, whether it's a direct message or private message somewhere. Just reach out, like with the note I've just said, and just say, "I see." don't feel like talking to an adult face to face, or you don't feel like approaching the person in real life, the other option is to write a letter. And this is what the person that initiated the idea for this video eventually did. And they just wrote a letter to, well, they wrote two letters actually. They wrote a letter to the head of year or someone within the school that let them know. And they also wrote a letter to the parents of the person being bullied. Now, you don't necessarily have to write to those specific people, but just writing down what you see in detail to the person is different to what I say about the notes. Can open doors and can help things to start improving for the person who's being bullied. And I think this one works more so if you're wanting someone to actively make a change. Now obviously you do, I think most people do want to do that, but I think this complements the notes or the direct messages thing for you. It will make people who perhaps aren't aware that what's going on, and that is key. But it doesn't mean that you have to get directly involved. And as I say, that is one of the biggest issues here, is people want something to happen, but they don't want to take the personal responsibility. Again, that is okay. If you want to get involved, that's fantastic as well. But it is better to let someone else know about it so they can get involved if you don't want to get involved yourself. So ultimately, I just want to implore you, do something. It is fantastic that you have noticed something going on. Obviously, it's not fantastic that something's going on, but the fact you have noticed is great. And we just need you to take that a step further. And I hope some of these things can help you get some ideas on how to take that step further. It can be very difficult, because I understand that you don't want to start getting bullied yourself, and that is a risk that can happen when you step out to protect someone who is already being bullied. And so I hope these things have helped. If they have helped, please go and drop us a line on our Facebook page, which link will be in the description, I hope, and things. And I will be doing a future video, so please take a look, subscribe, let me know what you think. Bye.